Hey guys, it's Pursuing Bunnies.
And we're back with Date War.
And we are going to attempt to get Nathaniel's good route.
Yeah.
Since we failed so horribly last time. Still don't know where we went wrong, but we're just gonna...
Like, some routes are easier to determine than others. Last time we scolded him, didn't we?
Yes, so we'll stay quiet.
Stay quiet.
And we
Kissed
said
a girl.
broke a bone,
Yeah,
so
we'll go kissed a girl. Raphael is a pretty princess. I can just about see that.
that leaves me.
Okay, I guess that was one new line.
Which is weird because I don't think that was really a new line. Like, should have already have seen that.
Like, we've seen something similar, but maybe not that exact wording.
You know, I think that he says he kissed a girl, so maybe this gives her a clue in this next section.
I
Maybe
don't know.
not. Okay,
what should
so
Janet do? So
we're gonna chase Alvin,
and
which
see
we're
if we
actually
can
gonna have.
clear this
Oh,
up.
luckily it doesn't look like it's gonna be like the most.
Wait! How dare Alvin accuse Nathaniel of something like that? I've got to clear this up right away. I chase after him. Nathaniel didn't do anything. It was all me. I asked him to play the music. I put his head on his, I put my head on his shoulder. He never even knew I liked him. He was only being polite. Never betrayed your sister.
How would you know?
Because I know what kind of person he is, and you should too. He sighs.
I know. I didn't really mean it.
Then what was all that about? Then I remember.
Don't take Alvin too seriously. He's having a hard time right now. Someone close to him is very ill.
Your sister, is she really dying?
Bianca.
He balls up his fist and opens his hand again, uselessly. I guess that means yes? I'm sorry, that must be awful, especially since you're trapped in here with us and you can't even go see her. But it's awful for Nathaniel too. Didn't you see the look on his face? You really hurt him. I suppose it would be too much to expect Alvin to apologize. Nathaniel wouldn't demand it of him anyway.
I kind of feel like hugging Alvin right now.
I do too.
I like him better right now. I mean, I didn't really dislike him in his route, but yeah. I like him better right now than I did at any point in his route because he was just like, so.
Alvin. Yeah.
That is the most puppy-like I've ever seen him.
Yeah, that's true. Still, there's something I don't understand. What do you mean about him letting her die? His glistening eyes meet mine, and for a moment, I don't think he'll answer.
Bianca. They had been fighting something she was talking about canceling the engagement and coming home. And then she was struck down.
Struck? You don't think Nathaniel hurt her?
No!
Then what?
The stress. Being upset might have triggered her collapse. Love should have given her the strength to fight, but he should have done more. He shouldn't have accepted it.
He shouldn't have accepted her breaking up with him?
You don't understand anything.
No, we don't.
That's because you haven't told us anything, but we do actually understand everything because we did your route.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking.
Just leave it. Leave me alone.
Once again, he flees the scene. This time I don't follow.
Good idea.
Yeah. Nathaniel had a fiancée, and they broke up? Or did they? At the least, they were having problems, and then she became extremely ill. Alvin blames him for his reaction, and for his reaction he blames himself. He must feel awful. And now we're all cut off from the outside world, and Nathaniel has no way of knowing what's happening to him.
Not exactly true, but we'll move on from that.
Yeah. But if they broke up, that means he's... No, I shouldn't even think about that. Maybe sometime in the future I'll have a chance, but for now, Nathaniel's off limits. Good idea.
Yes.
Still, I wonder what did happen between them. We might find out. Have we seen this?
Maybe.
No. I've been wondering for so long. My feet feel like they are made of cracked stone, too clumsy and heavy to lift, but there's no end in sight. It's tempting to let my knees fold, to fall into the darkness and sleep. But I can't give up now. What if the way out lies just beyond? Wait, are my eyes playing tricks on me? I think I see something. Or someone. That looked creepy for
Oh
a
my
second when that
gosh.
popped up.
What is that?
It's the shape of Janet. Summoning my strength, I struggle towards the faint hope. What is it? Who is it? Is that me? Except she's got black
Creepy.
hair.
That is creepy looking.
Yeah. No, stay away. That was weird.
That's really bizarre.
Just dreaming again. I suppose I should have expected that. Well, yeah, if you're looking at yourself with hair, a different colored hair.
Glowing. That's awfully creepy.
There was something menacing me in the dark, but already it's fading from my memory. Still, I don't feel like sleeping at the moment. What now? I could go find a book to read. Speaking of books, that book I saw Nathaniel putting away, don't go look at it. The desk used to belong to his mother. It stands to reason that it might have been used by his girlfriend.
Oh my dear lord.
Do I dare sneak down to take a look?
Leave things alone.
I want to know more about this girl. Who was she? What was she like? What was she going to marry Nathaniel? Did she really break up with him?
None of your business.
Oh, Janet.
On the other hand, we didn't get this far last time, so.
Yeah. If we are trapped for good in this universe, Nathaniel has invited us to stay in his home. That means his girlfriend is an important person to us. If they are still together, we have to get along. It's not because I'm jealous. It's important information. No, it's because you're jealous.
It's because you're stupid.
And that too. I just hope Linz isn't snooping around tonight. I don't hear anything. He's very sneaky, though. Well, I don't need to act like I have anything to hide. Nathaniel showed me the room, and there are books in there. It's perfectly reasonable. Let's see. Was it this one? I pick up the book, open it, and blink with surprise. This isn't a day planner. It's a diary. Don't read it! Oh. It's not locked or anything, but is it right for me to read this? No! Well, maybe if I only look at the later part.
Why would it be okay if you only look at
Oh, wait a minute. What? Whoa, this is the one I was expecting. It says here that Bianca felt lonely and isolated in this house, and that Albin told her she should ask Nathaniel to buy her a car, but she didn't want to because she thought that would be taking advantage of him. Because Nathaniel thinks she's an innocent virgin and she's totally not. She was engaged to him and she didn't tell him that? What sort of girl is she? So Nathaniel believes in sleeping in separate bedrooms till marriage. Sounds like they weren't a very good match. She probably got tired of being away from all her friends, so she broke up with them. I really shouldn't peek at anything else. You shouldn't have peeked at anything in the first place. Please tell me there's not someone behind us.
Probably there is.
I hope Bianca gets better so that Nathaniel won't be sad anymore. I have to go back to bed. Okay. Still no signs of Linz or anything else. Or anyone else. Whew. Oh, but there's the bang again.
Oh, so this is the second time that we were awake during that.
Interesting. What was that? I quickly leaped for the doorway of my room in case other people heard that and woke up. It sounded like an explosion. Or maybe something falling over downstairs? Was it something I did?
What would you have done?
I didn't bump anything. If I bumped something that heavy, it wouldn't have taken this long to fall, right? I better get back to bed before someone comes out to investigate. No!
Oh no.
I don't hear anyone stirring. Does that sound too quiet to wake anybody? Maybe I should pretend I didn't hear anything and go back to sleep. They'll deal with it in the morning. No?
That won't be very good for Bianca.
Coward! What if something's really wrong? What if the house catches fire and burns down in my sleep? I choose to take a chance of sneaking around. I chose to take the chance of sneaking around and snooping. I can take the chance of someone suspecting me now. I hurry down the hall to the master bedroom and knock on the door. Thank the Lord.
Goodness sakes.
Hi! Nathaniel, can you hear me?
Janet, is that you?
I need your help. Something's wrong. After a moment, the door clicks open.
What is it?
I heard a noise, a bang from downstairs somewhere. I don't know what it is. He sighs quietly.
Thank you for telling me. Please go back to your bed while we check this out.
What is it? What's going on?
Please don't ask right now. I'll explain in the morning if... In the morning.
That doesn't sound reassuring.
Please.
Of course. I do trust him. Everything will be taken care of. I should sleep. But I can't help wondering. Yeah, so that wasn't new. But read through it anyway. And there's Bianca. And I've never had a boyfriend and I don't really know how to interact with guys in a romantic way. This thing with Bradley was supposed to be my first date, but I hadn't even met him before, and you know how that turned out. I think you're really special and smart and sweet, and I didn't know how to tell you that. I screwed up. Yes. I talked to Albin. He didn't mean what he said. He knows you would never have cheated on Bianca. Although Albin was willing to cheat on his girlfriend from what he said during the peanut game.
That is totally unrelated to this and didn't need to be brought up, but whatever.
Whatever. And if Bianca was that kind of girl, she was lonely and frustrated, like her diary said, she might have cheated on Nathaniel.
Also has nothing to do with this in reality, so...
Yeah. Even if she didn't, she was lying to him about her past and what's wrong. And that's wrong. Don't tell him. No!
I'm thinking probably staying quiet is your best bet here. It is none of your business.
Oh, for crying out loud! This is weird puzzle. Hold on.
I feel like it's trying to push you toward exposure while we're like, no! That is not your place. Because you don't know everything.
Right. My goodness. It's not exactly my place to tattle on Bianca to Nathaniel, especially since I only know what I know because I read her diary. I don't think he'd appreciate that.
And since it was open on desk, he may already know anyway.
That's true too. They might have already broken up, or Bianca might not. Well, if she doesn't make it, it would be really cruel of me to poison her memory. Anyway, I should have asked if you had a girlfriend. I mean, sorry.
It's alright. I'm flattered by your attention.
Is he? Maybe my case isn't hopeless after all. Oh, I will. Well, it also made me realize how much there is that I don't know about you. I want us to be friends. So, what were you like as a kid? Change the subject.
I'm afraid that's not a very exciting story. Please have a seat.
The couch again. But this time I have plenty of space between us.
What was your childhood like?
Parents, private school, pets, nothing special. I wasn't very popular at school.
No brothers or sisters?
No. What about you?
None. Nor did I have any pets or schools.
Huh?
My parents were very protective of me, and I had a large trust fund set to mature when I reached majority, and until that time, they wanted to keep me safe. So I was raised here in this house by a number of servants, menders, and private tutors.
You never left the house?
Of course I did. We went on vacations and visited museums and the ballet like any family.
Any rich family with private tutors? And
Sure.
I'm not sure every family goes to the ballet.
What I didn't have was friends my own age. I was very fond of some of the staff. Robert in particular is almost family, but they were adults. And as I grew older, my parents would change one tutor for another to continue my education. I would never see the old ones again.
So all you had were your parents and some servants? But wait, he said earlier that his parents haven't been here at all since he turned 18. They were so closely knit. What happened with you and your parents? He sighs. You don't have to answer that.
I know. I told you that my parents moved to the city because of the recession and the need to keep an eye on their business interests. But I was only 17 at the time.
They left you behind?
And because of the financial difficulties at the time, they fired all the staff except Robert.
That's cruel.
I'm sure they didn't intend any harm. They knew Robert would look after me.
But you must have felt so alone.
Which is why things didn't go well when I inherited on my 18th birthday and they returned in search of funds.
They abandoned you and then they came back begging for money?
It would only have been temporary. They had a problem with the cash flow, not the lack of assets. They're fine now, but I was not in an understanding mood then.
I wouldn't have been either. Yeah, no kidding.
It's not something to be proud of. They were my parents and they needed my help.
They shouldn't have demanded that. You sacrificed your happiness for theirs. You have the right to your own life.
Well, everything's different now.
Yeah. So, once you were in charge, you got a dog?
I had always wanted one. He's a beautiful creature. You'll see him later once Robert gets back.
Why did you send them away? So they wouldn't see the experiment?
Yes. As far as the hospital is concerned, I brought Bianca here to die peacefully at home. I hope that won't be the case.
Me too.
Okay, so I believe that we appear to have bypassed disaster this time. So apparently going after Albin was the correct choice.
Yeah.
And in some ways it makes sense.
Would Janet be willing to risk her life for Bianca's sake? Yes. Did I? Yes. I was gonna maybe do this in a different episode, but yeah, no.
Let's just get this done.
We sped through this.
We should have said no.
Oh.
We agreed to die for her.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna have to redo that.
Yep. That made the most logical sense to me.
I totally was with you. I was with you, and then that happened. Yep. Bit of a minor disaster. We think this is where we went wrong. We think we were actually supposed to say no instead of yes here. We said yes, and we got the bad ending again.
I'm sorry, guys. I was like so...
We were so sure that we were on the right track. And like then we got
we bypassed the bad ending.
We were like, oh, we are so through this. JK.
Totally wrong. So once I figure out this puzzle.
Lord. This is a disaster.
No kidding. Oh wait, there we go.
There, woo! Okay, so that was actually not that difficult.
Okay, I don't want Bianca to die, but I don't want to die either. I would leave if I could.
We voted yes, and there are more of us than you.
I know. There are also more of us at risk compared to only one who might be saved. Is that a fair bargain? He asked what I thought, so I told you. I know it doesn't change anything. I don't want to do this, but I don't want to fight about it either. Nathaniel sighs.
It's decided then. We go forward. Right. I had better get back downstairs to keep an eye on things.
And with that, we part ways. With no other clear direction in mind, I follow Nathaniel to the library. His eyes, meeting mine, seem troubled, but he says nothing. The room is silent, and a comforting bulwark of books between us and the mysterious force fields. Whatever happens, I don't blame you. You're doing the best you can for her. Whatever happens, I'll accept it. I just thought I should say that. He closes his eyes.
I always have. I have always known that the good things in life don't last. Songs end, flowers wither, friends leave, people die. Your health, your freedom, anything you cherish can be snatched away in an instant. You can't run or fight, you can only accept it and carry on. Enjoy what you have while you have it, and know that it will end. When Bianca collapsed, the doctor said she would never wake up again. I wanted to be strong and accept the truth without flinching. Life means suffering. Clinging to what must be lost only increases it. Then Alvin found out that I was simply accepting his sister's inevitable death. He didn't take it well. He said that if I had ever loved her, I should be willing to give everything, take any chance to save her. But what was there that I could do? Then he brought me a street pharmacist who's been fired from multiple jobs with a reputation for theft and working miracles. All I had to do was fund him.
Linz.
It all seemed reasonable at the time.
But now you're not sure?
How can it be right if my attempt to save Bianca's life costs someone else theirs? How can it be right for me to turn back now and throw her life away with my own hands? What right action is there for me now?
All we can do is hope for the best.
Okay, I think this time we have legitimately avoided disaster.
Okay.
We'll see. Wait. We can't do this. What are you talking about? We decided. I make the decisions and I won't kill 6 people for a slim chance to save 1. Linz, I order you to shut down. Executing shutdown sequence.
Huh.
The experiment was canceled, the power lights dimmed, then returned to normal. It was all over.
For a moment, no one can believe what just happened.
No, no! She wouldn't have wanted. You murderer!
He leaps for Nathaniel and I instinctively step between them. I didn't think you really hit me. I see Linz move behind Alvin and then everything starts to slip away. Sometime later.
As long as you didn't wish to press charges.
No, I can't blame him for it. Besides, I don't officially exist in this world. Will you be alright, though? He won't come after you for revenge.
Alvin reacts in the heat of the moment. He's not a murderer. He would never kill someone in cold blood. As he says, that's what I would do.
That's not true.
Isn't it?
You're a good person. You're always thinking of other people.
A selfless man or a coward, who can say?
I can.
You've only known me for 5 days.
Maybe that's all it takes. Whatever happens, whether you ever think of me as more than a friend or not, I accept you completely. He says nothing, but his chin moves in the barest fraction of a nod. That's all I can hope for right now. It's too soon for anything else. But I meant what I said. Whatever happens, he is still my prince.
Janet and Bradley never found any trace of the wormhole or Bradley's sister Susan or any way back to their home universe. Janet herself showed little interest in the fruitless search, instead turning to Nathaniel and slowly trying to lift the shadow that lay over him. In time, she would succeed. Faced firsthand with the cost of life or death decisions, Janet was no longer willing to pursue the practice of medicine. With the help of Lynn's knowledge and connections, she was able to pass on what she could of her own universe's advances to the local doctors. Lives might be saved, but she would not seek glory for it. Instead, Janet decided to become a student of philosophy. Life was filled with questions, and so many interesting answers had been proposed without ever reaching the purity of certain truth. The search for meaning was a lifelong journey on which she and Nathaniel could travel together. And this is ending number 9, The Quest. Nathaniel's good ending, I presume.
Yeah.
We lived! Okay, so that is actually the first time we have failed reaching the good ending on the first attempt.
Yeah, because we thought we were totally fine, and then...
Boom! Bad ending.
Oh, wait. Duh. So, yeah, that was our fault for thinking we were totally safe and just, like...
randomly picking an answer without thinking it through.
Yeah.
Even if we thought it through, we probably still would have chosen that one, though.
We're too nice. I don't know. We didn't want, like,
We just assumed that that was the right choice. They're like,
Right.
didn't seem. But I guess we should have realized that by saying yes, we were agreeing to die for her.
right, and that's what we were going to do.
So maybe that was actually the deciding factor in this game. Maybe it wasn't the going after Alvin. Maybe it was the not agreeing to die.
Yeah, I guess, like, certain choices are weighted, and Nathaniel's route was so difficult to tell, but, I mean, we can get into that in the review.